What is up, Division 2 agents? This is Gamer for Life back with another Division 2 build video. Now in this one, this is definitely a DPS monster. So we'll go ahead and take a look at it. If you watched my video from the other day, you can already see that there is a change. But we'll go over that after we go over all the pieces. So I've got the Coyote's mask, everything maxed. Weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage with a max crit damage mod, expertise plus 12% on the armor. Talent, pack instincts, you and all allies gain a bonus based on the distance of the last enemy you hit. 0 to 15 meters plus 25% crit damage, 15 to 25 plus 10% crit damage plus 10% crit chance, and 25 plus 25% critical hit chance. Gonna give us more crit damage, and if you're in a team, it's gonna give your teammates more crit damage and crit chance as well. Then I am using the sacrifice, name Providence chest piece. Brand set bonuses gives us plus 15% headshot damage, plus 10% critical hit chance, and plus 15% crit damage. Road max weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage with a max crit damage mod, 11% on the expertise. Armor, talent, perfect glass cannon. All damage you deal is amplified by 30%. All damage you take is amplified by 60%. So we're getting a lot of extra amplified damage, but we're also taking double that amount of amplified damage in. So with this build, you just have to be careful, especially when you're out in the open world. You gotta watch your back, try to keep all the enemies in front of you, because the damage is no problem. You're gonna take the enemies down in a heartbeat. The problem is when you're in the open world and you have a lot of activities going on, is enemies coming up behind you. That's when you can get into trouble. So you just gotta be a little careful with this build. But we do have ways to help with our armor, which we will be getting into shortly. We have one piece of Grupo, brand set bonus, gives us plus 15% crit damage. Row with the max weapon damage, crit chance, and 13% on the expertise armor. Fox's Prayer, brand set bonus gives us plus 10% rifle damage. Road with max weapon damage, damage a target out of cover, and crit damage. Also has an 11% expertise for the armor. Got some Providence gloves, max weapon damage, crit damage, and crit chance with an 11% armor on the expertise. And then the backpack is the named Providence backpack, the gift. Max weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage with a max crit damage mod, 11% on the armor expertise. Talent, perfect vigilance, increases total weapon damage by 25%. Taking damage disables this buff for 3 seconds. So again, plenty of damage on this build, which is why on our gun we went with the talent preservation, because we have plenty of damage. We don't, any more damage is just overkill at this point. So we wanted to have a little more survivability. Now this one is road max rifle damage, crit damage, and 10% damage to target out of cover. Preservation, and killing an enemy repairs 10% armor over 5 seconds. Headshot kills improve the repair by an additional 10%. So we get headshot, then we'll get 20% armor over 5 seconds. Then you can see the mods plus 5% crit damage, plus 5 rounds, plus 5% crit chance. Then a secondary, Scorpio, just in case somebody tries to rush us, we can take the Scorpio out. Road max shotgun damage, damage to armor, and critical hit damage. Talent, septic shock, shooting a target applies stacks of venom, which lasts for 10 seconds. Increasing stacks adds more severe debuffs to the target. 1 poison, 3 disorient, 6 shock, 7 target takes additional 20% damage from all sources. Stacks no longer increase. Duration of status effects is based on percentage of pellets hit on applying shot. The mods that they have on this is 10% reload speed, 10% crit chance, 10% weapon handling, and 10% stability. And we can take a look at the stats. For the M1A, we're at 55% crit chance, 205 crit damage, 110 headshot damage. And again, with the Coyote's mask, we'll be getting at least another 25% crit damage. If we're a little further from the enemy, another 10%, and max our crit chance out. So yeah, we'll definitely have more crit damage than that. Then on the shotgun, max crit chance, 193 crit damage, 80% headshot damage, 12% armor damage. Then the skills we have, mainly to keep the enemies occupied, keep the heat off of us. The striker drone, which actually does some work because one, the expertise is at plus 13% striker damage, and the perfect glass cannon applies obviously to all damage that we deal. So it will be getting another 30% amplified damage for the striker drone as well. Mods, 7.2% duration, 9.7 health, 4.9% damage. Then of course the decoy, we have the expertise at plus 10% threat. Mods, 7.5% health, 7.5% duration. Then again, the change that I made, if you saw my video the other day, I had a Providence mask and my gloves were one piece of bellstone. Now I changed that out because when I went back and saw the gameplay, it just didn't seem like the bellstone was working as good as I originally thought, because you really didn't see an increase of armor while I was in cover until preservation was procced. So I just figured in the moment that if the 1% of armor regen really isn't making a huge difference, I'd rather opt in for more crit damage. So that is a change that I made on this build. Let's go ahead and go over the specialization that I'm using. Sharpshooter. 15% increased headshot damage with rifles and marksman rifle, allows for precision kills. 15% increased weapon stability, reduced recoil and faster reacquisition of targets. Armor kits repair 100%, remove status effects, and increases resistance to bleed, poison, and burn for 20 seconds. Of course, we're not using the drone. All group members that are closer to enemies than you get plus 10% headshot damage. After 20 seconds in cover, you start generating 5 marksman rifle and 5 rifle ammo every 10 seconds. Plus 50% pulse resistance and extra armor gain while in cover. So another way to help us out with our armor. And yeah, that is the build. If you want to see some of the gameplay, I will leave the link in the description for my previous video where I do take this out and we do some convoys and a control point. So if you want to check that gameplay out, just go ahead and hit that link. It is a fun build to use, but it's also a risky build to use because, like I said, you're taking in that extra 60% amplified damage. Again, just play careful with the build. Try to keep the enemies in front of you, watch your back. You're gonna have no problem getting kills. The preservation is going to help with you not having to burn through so many medkits, and it works good. So if you guys try this, you have it set up to your own play style, and trust me, you'll see the gameplay. I'm just sitting back with my M1A, not my preferred weapon, so you'll see me missing a lot of shots, but you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we got through it. We did a regular convoy, elite convoy. You know, the control points always have those tanky yellow NPCs. You guys know me, I am a run and gunner, so it took everything in me to not revert back to that, but I knew I couldn't do that because if I did, I would probably die pretty quickly with perfect glass cannon on. So yeah, let me know how you guys are building it. Maybe you don't want to use glass cannon, you want to use a regular Providence piece, road with something else. If you use a build and tweak it, I always say, let us know in the comments. Maybe the way you run it can help somebody else in the comments. So as always, I do appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to give my videos a watch. It is definitely much appreciated. And yeah, hope you guys are doing good out there, staying safe. And as always, my friends on YouTube, take it easy.